Hey guys, what's up? Today we're checking the ROG Strix 4080. It's the first 40 series card that we have in our hands, and it's, as you can clearly see, a really big chunker. So let's start with a really quick unboxing. So as you can see, the card is really huge. It's, I think, the biggest card I held in my hands, and it's really similar to the 4090 actually in design and in size. We have a triple fan with a blow-through design, and actually this card really feels kind of special in the hands. It's all wrapped in metal and it's really quite unique. The back size in particular is really nice. I like the design. It's very solid and kind of stealthy, with nice touches on the owl logo for ASUS. But the front side, in my eyes, is a bit of a mess. I really don't like the blue to red gradient, and I think it's really weird that ASUS went this path. But to be honest, nobody should really care, because most of the time this part is gonna face the bottom of your case, and you're probably not gonna see it unless you use a vertical mount, which I don't really think you're gonna want to use with this kind of card because it's too big. On the back side, we have 3 DisplayPort 1.4a ports that can give us up to 4K 240Hz, and 2 additional HDMI 2.1 ports that can give us up to 4K 120Hz. The DP ports can also give 8K 60. And to be honest, for this card, I'm not really sure that NVIDIA made a mistake not going with DP 2.0, but you know, DP 2.0 will demand extreme performance from your card, and you will also need an extreme monitor that currently doesn't even exist. So it's really forward looking, and I think that the 4080 is not the right kind of card to expect reaching 4K 240 anyways, so you're pretty much covered at that end. And I'm not even talking about 8K, because in my eyes 8K is really redundant. So yeah, maybe if you got a 4090 and you don't get a DP 2.0, you should be pissed, but for this card I think it's okay. The thing that's more annoying, to me at least, is the inclusion of the new PCIe power connection plug, and you obviously get an adapter. It's a single connector to 3 PCIe times 16 ports, and this time around even the AIB partners are forcing you to use this type of cable, which is really problematic because you should probably know by now it's tough to bend, it's a fire hazard, and also it will take a very valuable space in your case. It will usually butt against the window and will make it a bit problematic in terms of compatibility with cases. So you should really take that into consideration, the case size that you would need. And also this card itself is pretty huge, so it's a 3.5 slot design and it's almost 37 centimeters wide, so you really need a big case for this. Compared to the 3080, this card gets 16 GB of GDDR6X RAM, and on the 3080 we got 10 or 12, depends on the model. And the new chips are created in a 5nm architecture, which should give these cards a power usage edge, and it's kept relatively sane. It's like the 3080, which is 350 watts, and all that should lead the 4080, by NVIDIA's claims, to roughly double the performance compared to the 3080, and we'll obviously look at the numbers real soon and see that it's not really the case. But first I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the test system. We're using the i9-13900K and the ASUS Z790 ROG Maximus Hero. We're also using 32 GB of RAM from Kingston, DDR5 at 5200 MHz. And I'm testing everything on this Gigabyte monitor right behind me, the M32U, which is a 4K 144Hz monitor. And obviously, to keep things relevant, I'm testing again on this Gigabyte 3080, and it's really important to stress this because NVIDIA released a very major driver update that gives all the 30 series cards a little performance boost. And let's go to the numbers now. All in all, we can see that we have a really nice improvement in gaming. It's roughly 20 to 40% improvement, which is a really nice generation to generation leap. And yet we can clearly see that the 3080 is really a nice card to have still, and it gives really playable and great performance, except maybe control with ray tracing at 4K. In general, the 4080 is really much more prominent in 4K gaming, so all the biggest gaps in performance will be in 4K. So unless you're using 4K right now, I don't think you should jump to a conclusion of getting a 40 series cards. You're probably really fine with the 3080 or up to the 3090 Ti. And this leads me to the pricing of the 4080. And yeah, the price right now, the MSRP is of $1,200, and it's really expensive compared to the previous generation. It's a big leap, and right now if you look at the highest end 30 series cards, which the gaps are a bit less dramatic there, you can really get a good deal right now, even with Black Friday. So I think you should consider, instead of rushing to get a 40 series card, maybe get a good deal on a 3080 Ti or higher. You would probably be better off with that. And compared to the price to performance ratio or value, I'm really sure this loses to everything right now out of the market. So we really need to give this some time to stabilize itself and maybe see what's up with the competition, because AMD is gonna release the $1,000 RTX 4090, hopefully killer. That's it for this video. I hope you liked and enjoyed it, and please leave us a sub and a like, and maybe write down in the comments which card are you planning to buy or which card you already own, and we'll see you at the next video. Cheers guys.